to show you guys some of these BattleBox knives that I got from BattleBox, and it's their Black Friday deal that they're offering. And give a little bit of time for some people to join, so just give it a few minutes. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. All right. So, I want to show you, do a little unboxing on these BattleBox knives here. They're currently on sale, and they're all available in the product link right in the lower left corner. And I got 6 of them here that I was going to show you. Let's just get these all out here. So you give a little show intel of all of them. Adjustment, yeah. So here are all the knives. And again, they're all in the link below in that left bottom corner. And right now they're all up on their Black Friday deal. So if you're wanting to get a good deal right now is the time. And let's kind of just start going through them and see what we got here. So I'm gonna pull up the little information here. So this is a Wesson. These are all these are somewhat small knives, pocket knives, or ones that go in little sheaths. Nothing huge. But here we have the Wesson. All these are super sharp, by the way. At least that's what they advertise. The Wesson is actually one of the more expensive knives that they are offering right now. It's on sale for $139.20. It's called the Almond. And this is what you have right here. Get some light on it. Kind of a short stubby blade, and it has a lock right in here to unlock it and close it up. It has a quick opening on the front here, and it has a clip, and there's a hole here for a lanyard. The handle portion is kind of has a grippy surface and kind of like a fiberglass feel to it. And that's your the Almond Wesson knife. And let's see. So let's move on to the next guy. I'll put this right here for now. This is a BSD PSD Bruter. Kind of a traditional looking pocket knife. And the handle feels kind of like a fiberglass. And then it has the metal part on the top here. Yeah, it has a similar quick opening thing in the back, and also the lock is in here to close it up. And it also has a belt clip here, and no real lanyard connection other than putting something in the belt clip. But they have this guy. If you want to see the kind of the texture of the handle, I could show it to you a little bit better here. So you can see here, under the scope, that fiberglass-like texture on the handle. And the same thing with the Wesson. You see the texture of the handle right there. And the next guy that we have, Ruckin' River. Has a nice little pouch that comes in. So this is a Savannah folding knife, a little bit bigger. Also has the quick opening. This one closes a little differently than the others. So this one has a little button right here, and you push the button, it'll close up. And the blade, as you can see, it's a black gloss blade. Has a lanyard hole here in the belt clip. Also has a little kind of a nub here in the knife blade, so you could open it from there too. And this one, the Ruckin' River Savannah folding knife, also has kind of a textury fiberglass outer handle piece. We can look at that in the, if you want to see the texture of that. So that's kind of the texture of that knife. You can also look at the blade here. So there's kind of a close-up of the blade. Put that one here. And let's move on. Some of this moved out of the way here. So this is kind of a cool one. I was looking at this earlier. So this is the limited edition Ket. I don't know if I can pronounce it, but it's by Russ Comer, the Ketchen knife, and it has kind of a cool textured handle here. It has a lot of texture in it. It's like a smooth feel to the texture. It has your belt clip, and then it has a big hole in the knife right there. And this one doesn't have a quick opening. It's kind of just open it by hand there. And the lock is actually at the top here. Push down on it to lock it. It has some resistance when you're opening it up, and it locks in. It's a small knife. It measures overall measures 6.5 inches open, and then when it's closed up here, it is measuring at 3 3/3 of an inch. So it's a nice little pocket knife here. Have a cool color. Get a little better view of the texture of the handle. You can kind of see it here. And open up the blade real quick. Kind of see the blade. And again, if you have any questions, just let me know, or you can type it in the chat. I'm watching the chat here. So we got that guy. And then we move over to this. There's a couple bigger ones we have, and these aren't folding style knives. These two are kind of fixed blade knives. And this is a Condor. It has its sheath and the belt loop for it. It fits in there nice and firm. So nice and snug. Kind of a cool looking knife. Nice and sharp. It is a limited edition sip knife. Condor El Salvador brand. Has your lanyard hole right there. Has a wood handle. Kind of like a walnut color. It has some weight to it. It's pretty thick. Definitely a very rigid knife. I mean, it has definitely could pound on the back of that if you needed to or wanted to. A real thick. It measures at right at about 1/8 of an inch thick at the top here. It has some grip right there where your thumb could go. The blade itself, that black area has a little bit of texture in it. I'll show you here on the close so you can kind of see the texture in the blade here. The end is a little rounded right at the end there. And there you can see the wood handle. Little textury wood. It's not super smooth, so it gets some good grip. You got the rivets there nicely perfectly flush with the wood. There's a little thumb grip right there. So that's the sip knife. Again, these are all available in the link down at the corner. So feel free to check it out. They're all on Black Friday sale right now. So they're at the best deal you could get at the moment. Put that one away. And Here's for the last knife that I have by BATTLBOX. This is a kind of like a little fixed blade stubby knife. And it's the Roscomer fixed blade knife here. The blade itself is right at about 2.5. Actual sharp part of the blade, about 2.5. Right to the handle, it's 3 to the point. And this is it has a smooth kind of plastic-like feel handle. I'm not sure what it's made out of. Definitely not made out of plastic though. It feels kind of tough and rough. It's again a thick blade. Definitely won't be bending at all how short it is and thick it is. Very stout and sharp. So go here, check it out. A little close up of the handle. You kind of see a little bit of texture on the handle here. No lanyard hole. It just goes in the sheath. Anchorage, Alaska. That's where it's designed. This one goes to a sharp, very sharp point. Again, feel free to ask any questions. So we have all the knives here. This is the Catan by Roscomer. This one is the fox knife. The Desert Warrior, they call it. And the Wesson, the almond knife, kind of a little stubby knife. Put them all here so you can kind of see them all lined up. The BSD, kind of a more typical pocket knife. Rockin' River knife. And the Sip knife here, by Condor. So here's all 6 knives. Get a little better view of them here. Here's all 6 of the knives here. And they're all being offered right now on their Black Friday deal. So click on the link and you can see their sales price of them all that they have now. And these are all offered through BATTLBOX. My son is 14 years old. He likes this guy. He thinks it's pretty cool. It's also really lightweight. Yeah. You feel more weight in the blade, less in the handle on this one. For balance wise. You definitely feel the weight in the blade. This one's pretty balanced. Weight is both ways there. This one's more in the handle. Got more weight in the handle than the blade. Same thing with this one. It's about balance on that one. This one you definitely feel the weight in the blade. It's a stout, heavy blade on there. Feels like you could do some axing with it if you wanted to. It's a very small but stout knife. And this one, all the weight's mainly in the handle. but definitely for I feel like it's good for if you're hunting, like for gutting and stuff. Nice short blade to get in there and do your carving and stuff that you need to do. And it's easily accessible in the sheath. This one I feel like if you're going out in the wilderness and doing some like Naked and Afraid or something like that, mini version, hacking down a little branch, making a spear out of it. I was gonna check one thing on these. I wanted to get a piece of paper and you can kind of get the feel for sharpness. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab a pepper. So just see like how razor sharp or how razor not sharp they are. I was just gonna slice up some paper. Some of these really sharp knives I've seen in the past could slice through paper without much difficulty. I'm curious. I haven't tried this actually, so I don't know how sharp they are. That one's nice and sharp. Cuts right through. Let's try this one here. Yeah, very sharp. Super sharp too. This is, again, I didn't sharpen these or anything. This is right out of the box how they're delivered. Well, it did pretty good all the way down to there. Let's try again. There you go. So these are all nice and sharp so far. I'd say those are all pretty razor sharp. Grab a razor blade. Okay, here's a razor blade hasn't been used yet on this side. Just kind of see what razor blade does. Not as good. You can see the little frayed. Definitely takes more effort with the razor blade. But yeah, they're razor sharp. Here's just a random knife that I have. See how it compares. This is a sharp knife. Should do just, yeah. So it's super sharp. They all come nice and razor sharp. See how the little point works here. This is probably out of all of them, this probably is the least sharp. The big tip knife. Kind of have to do a little more slicing. This one's nice and sharp, very sharp. Just straight down it cuts, very good. Same thing with this one. Just literally just push straight down and it just cuts. No like sawing at all. So they're all super sharp. Maker confetti. That's about all I had showing off these knives here. If you have any questions, feel free. Throw it off in the chat here. other than that, go check them out at BATTLBOX. They're all available in the link below. All 6 knives. If you want to go check them out. There you have it. Well, I'm gonna sign off. I hope you guys all have a good Thanksgiving. I gotta go throw the turkey in the oven and get it cooking, so we can have our little family Thanksgiving. And I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving with all your family, friends, and relatives. And we'll see you again in our live, or check out my shorts on my channel. And I'm signing off. See you guys later. Last little view of the knives before I go. See y'all.